My man Andrew Gambas has been on fire, and we've got a great show in your feed right now. All of that. But that brings us back to today. Let's bring in the stars of the show. And on a Thursday night, when the NFL comes back, when we have Thursday night football, I'm bringing in the heavy hitters. I am bringing the absolute heavy hitters to the show. So let me show you. Are we having an issue, jeweler? There we go. Oh, and the man is here. So, ladies and gentlemen, right below me, he's our NBA, I can't use guru because that's Martin Green. He's our aficionado, Ameer Tyree. Ameer, welcome back to the Early Edge.
We're here. Had some technical difficulties. All good now. Ready to get into it.
It happens. It happens. It happens to the best of us. Now, right next to me, he's the man. He's our baseline. He's our rock. He's our heart. He's the maestro. Good morning, Mr. Larry Hartstein.
Good morning. Looking at that recap, I'm the only blemish basically on there, and my late Twitter play didn't hit either. But, I'm glad to see everybody else pick me up.
That's why we're a team, baby. That's why we are a team. Now, the man right above you. And yesterday, he somehow, not even being on the show, became the star of the show. Live from McDonald's. AB, good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning, Coach. And I feel that now we're going to have to go to different fast food restaurants to hit bets. So, we'll see where we're at today.
The office is getting calls from Chipotle saying, can you come do a show at our place, please? And of course, he's wearing the good luck white because he has both. Early Edge hat today. M-Square, good morning, sir.
Good morning, Coach. Good morning, everybody. I'm okay with AB broadcasting from fast food spots. I'm just curious if that's going to get him in trouble at Chick-fil-A.
Very true. Very true. We all have non-competes, right? We all have non-competes. AB's is just a little bit different than the rest of ours. By the way, C&M Squared reminds me, don't forget tonight, 7:20 Eastern time. We have Early Edge Live. We'll count down all the way really close to kickoff of the Jets and the Colts tonight for Thursday Night Football. As the new week starts, it seems like it just never stops. All right, let's get into storylines that could affect the betting lines today, and we only have one, I believe. AB, I'm coming to you.
Absolutely, Coach. You always talk to us about starting the show early, being prepared, being ready, and you're exactly right. Let me tell you the opposite of that. It's a little team called the New York Jets. Guess how many times they have scored in the first quarter this season? You know how many?
I do.
Once. They have scored one time in the first quarter all season. They have 7 total points. 7. That's it. So just something everybody might want to be aware of.
Well, I'm going to chime in on that because, and sorry, Coach, to just jump in here, but last week was the first week they scored, and that was the first time that Mike White was the starter.
It's true.
Interesting. I feel like he just kind of dropped it on your head there, AB.
It's the Maestro, right? Like, when Dad comes down, with the hammer and you're grounded, you're grounded. What are you going to do?
That's very true. As is Pooh Bear in the chat as well, kind of dropped the hammer on you. He says, I thought AB was all business, but it's all burgers.
That's solid. That's well played.
That is solid. That is solid. All right, I just want to make sure that nobody else has a storyline that I'm forgetting today because I've been a little forgetful, and that's why I asked. Mikey, what do you got?
Yeah, I didn't actually tell anybody I was going to do this storyline, but I want to talk about the rest in the NBA as it's going to be critical at all points, but especially this year as we have a full season again. So one thing I like to look at is what teams are dealing with, and today we have 3 unique spots with teams that are playing not only on the back-to-back, but they're playing their 3rd game in 4 days. That's going to be the Philadelphia 76ers on the road. It's going to be the Atlanta Hawks at home, and then the Boston Celtics on the road at the Miami Heat.
I like that nugget because that is so important when you're playing a regular NBA schedule, which we're back to this year. I wish they would have waited until December, but it is what it is. Thank you, Mikey, very much. All right, let's get into our plays for the day. We're going to start, of course, with our SportsLine play. And if you're not a member of SportsLine yet, what in the world are you doing? We're growing so fast. You need to be a part of the family, but I'm going to do you a solid. Use a promo code EDGE. Do it today. I'll give you 30 days for free. All the cappers, all the analysis, all the simulations. You get it all. So our play today, we're going right back to our guy, Martin W. Green. He is our man. We're going to go West Ham to win, minus 133 over. Yeah. Now, West Ham, they've been terrific. Last week, we cashed with them over Aston Villa 4-1. They beat Tottenham the previous league game. They beat Manchester City the previous game before that. Now, there is one other play at the site, and the bosses, they've been getting hot at me. as you all know. So I can't give out every Martin Green pick. If you want the other one, you have to subscribe to SportsLine. Just the way it goes. Not me, it's the bosses. All right, let's get into our board for the day. And you know it doesn't happen every day because he has to be in the evenings and the mornings. We can't overwork him. But damn it, when it all lines up, when everything is right, it feels a little something like this. M squared, you know the drill, son! Oh, baby, give it to me.
All right, guys, let's go to the NBA, and we're going to bet on the two worst teams in the league today. We're going to start with the Detroit Pistons, +6. Like them here against the Philadelphia 76ers. I mentioned the Sixers are playing their third game in 4 days, and they're on the back road. They've lost Tobias Harris to COVID protocols. Joel Embiid will be questionable, as he always is on the back-to-backs. For them, they are actually playing with some big pace this year. They rate so far, it's very early, but so far they're in the top 10 in terms of pace of play. The Sixers are dead last. That contrasting style is not going to be great for the Sixers on the second night of the road back-to-back. Cade Cunningham has been cleared to lift that minutes restriction. He's going to play a full complement of minutes. I think it's a good spot to catch them here. I think they're live to win outright, but I've taken them +6. My number on this game is +4.1 for those curious. And then my second play, Oklahoma City Thunder, +14.5 against the Lakers. Two teams that are going to be quick-paced teams in the league. Lou Dort is questionable to return for them. LeBron is questionable. It's going to be a tough spot in these individual matchups for sportsbooks when they have wide talent gaps because they have to price in the probability of whether LeBron or AD will sit. I know AD is probable here. LeBron is questionable in this game. There is a chance that he sits here, but with the pace of play that they've got, Oklahoma City Thunder, they should be able to keep this one within the 14.5. It's not going to be fun to sweat it out necessarily, but it's definitely the right play as my model makes them only 11-point underdogs.
And let's not forget, they have the confidence, Mikey, of that big-time comeback they had a week ago over the Lakers when they came back from double digits to win. That really set off Russell Westbrook. So that's always, as a former college player myself, that is invaluable confidence that you just can't get unless you do it. By the way, you know we love our new viewers. How about HIM in the chat saying, hey, first time watching live. Love what you all do. Thank you. Welcome to the team. Welcome to the family. We love everybody like you. All right, now, up next, let's stay with that NBA theme if we could. Ameer, I know you got, count them, 3 big plays for us today. What do you got?
Yeah, the NBA has been so mean to me early this year. I'm getting back to the roots with some player props, which just one thing to touch on. It's kind of up in the air. DeAndre Ayton status, I think, is going to be big today. And that's why the first prop I want to talk about is Mikal Bridges over 13.5 points at -120. He's flying under the radar right now, but he's actually the Suns' second leading scorer right now with over 16 points per game. Went for a season-high 22 when DeAndre Ayton sat out against the Pelicans in their last game. So definitely like that one. And he's realistically maybe their second scoring option now with no Ayton. Chris Paul, his shooting volume going down as he's dishing out the dimes. And the second play I want to talk about is Kyle Lowry over 6.5 assists at -140. He's gone over that in 4 of his last 5 games. Going up against the Celtics team, it's a little bit scrambled defensively. They had some injuries earlier. But, yeah, when he's not injured like he was in the season opener, had that ankle injury, he's been averaging over 7 assists per game. So really like that mark there. And then the one plus money prop I like is Bam Adebayo over 31.5 points, assists, and rebounds against the Celtics. Get this, the Celtics have allowed at least 30 points, assists, and rebounds to a starting front court player in every single game. That's just power forwards and centers. They haven't played superstars every game. So, and then even Bam being a little banged up his last game hit that mark. So I really like that one as well.
All right, Daniel in the chat says that the points and rebounds is 28.5 -110. Would you like that as a separate bet if somebody wanted to make it? Oh no. Oh no!
Oh man, every time they get me, I thought I was going to have a smooth one today.
That's all right. That's all right. Rookie moves. I'll ask you that question again. Would you play 28.5?
I would play that as well, especially given that his assist numbers have been down. Given that Kyle Lowry's running the offense now, but even still with the points and rebounds, he's been getting in that area pretty consistently, even if the playmaking's out of his hands. I do like the points, assists, rebounds more, though.
All right. Very good. Thank you very much. A little bonus information for you all there in the chat. By the way, my man Thomas just texted. He said, only in America can we win money on the Pistons, the Thunder, and the Jets. LOL. Now, the last one is very interesting because, AB, you're up next. And I believe you're going opposite in a unique way the Jets. Talk to me.
Absolutely. So we talked about the Jets in the first quarter. They've only scored 7, this entire season. Look, we're just gonna play off of that. Okay. So first off, we're gonna go with the Colts in the first quarter, -3. It's at -120, but it's worth the juice. I assure you on that. Second, you look at the Jets and what they've done in the first half of games this season. Not only have they only scored 7 points in the first quarter, well, they've given up 44 to the opposing teams in that first quarter. In the first half, they've been outscored 121-33. So we're going to go with the Colts -6.5 in the first half, and that's at -110. Also, we're going to go with the Jets total team turnovers over 1.5. And if you look at what New York has done this season, all right, they've thrown an interception on 5% of all their passes this season. I understand that they have a new quarterback in Mike White. I still think that there is going to be value in fading him. I'm not going to do it the whole game, but I'm definitely going to do it there. And it doesn't always have to be him, because why? The Jets have put the ball on the ground 7 times this season. And you look at the Colts, they are +8 in turnovers this year. This is a nightmare scenario for the Jets and turning the ball over. Also, our last play, we're going to go with the Bengals Sunday -2.5 at home against the Browns. Let's get a little trivia stat here. All right.
Yes.
Cincinnati's 2-0 straight up. 2-0 against the spread this season after a loss. The Browns, get this, they are 0-9 against the spread in its last 9 regular season games versus AFC North opponents. And Baker Mayfield, he's lost 3 straight starts.
Where do you find this stuff at? That's amazing that you have time to do it around your normal job. By the way, apparently, as you guys are giving out your picks, the Maestro is not apparently all that interested, because Rob says in the chat, Maestro playing Pac-Man. He getting bored? Maestro, are you getting bored?
Not at all. Not at all. I'm looking up some info, looking up some research.
Of course. I'm just teasing because that's what we have to do. Everything's in real time. Everything's in real time as we go. You got to look up the stats as we go. All right, now, Maestro, we've come to that part of the show. It's always your spot. What do you got for us today?
Well, trying to bounce back from yesterday, I'm going to stick with that NFL game. And there's one prop I like. Everyone in the world is on Michael Carter. I'm going to look at the other Jets running back, Ty Johnson. The guy runs a sub 4.4. And while Michael Carter has gotten 21 targets from Mike White in 7 quarters, Ty Johnson has gotten 11 targets from Mike White. And he played 30% of the snaps. And I think with Michael Carter having had 24 touches on Sunday, Ty Johnson could get a little bit more tonight. He averages 11 yards per catch, so he's very explosive. I think they really love him. He caught 16 of 20 targets last year. This year, 17 of 26. Last 2 weeks, 5 catches, 6 catches. Again, the game script tells you they should be behind. He's an excellent receiver. I'm going over 2.5 catches. I laid -140 at BetMGM for Ty Johnson.
And that will be just one of the incredible props that we talk about tonight on Early Edge Live at 7:20 Eastern Time as we count down to the Colts and the Jets, this rockin' Thursday night football game that everybody is so looking forward to. Thank God the NBA is back up and running now, and even a little college football tonight as well. All right, grab your paper, grab your pencil. We are up against it. Here is the recap. And oh, my goodness. When I got 4, my crew on all at the same time, it is glorious. We start with M squared. Pistons +6, Thunder +14.5. AB 4 big plays. Jets over their turnovers 1.5 -105. Colts first quarter -3. Colts first half -6.5. Bengals -2.5 as well over the Browns. That game is on Sunday. Then Ameer Tyree 3 props today in the NBA. Bridges for Phoenix over 13.5. Kyle Lowry over 6.5 assists. And then Bam Adebayo, over 31.5 par. And he said if you have the 28.5, because some books don't always have the PAR, you can play just the rebounds and points as well. Then the Maestro, one prop so far, but as always, follow him on Twitter. You never know when another play is going to drop. Ty Johnson over 2.5 receptions for the Jets, -140. The one play from SportsLine, Martin Green. If you subscribe to SportsLine, I can tell you this right now. If you subscribe to SportsLine, one play for Martin Green will pay for your whole year. One play. West Ham in regulation, -133. And one more play is at the site. Can't give it to you. You got to go and check that out yourself. Then the gym today, just two ways, +234. West Ham to win in regulation, very important. Then the Jets getting 11.5. Wow. We're going to talk about that tonight on Early Edge Live.
That's 10.5. My bad.
10.5 now.
10.5.
10.5. Okay. I would still say wow at 10.5. I would still say wow. All right. We got so much to talk about tonight. All right. By the way, Chad, I know I'm wearing your shirt today. Chad, by the way, got his feelings hurt a little bit yesterday. He did. I got to backtrack on Twitter a little bit. Chad's a little sensitive, just a little bit. Kelsey dropping the hammer again on him too, by the way. All right. Well, there's only one thing left to do. And you know what that is. It's a Thursday. NFL starts today. NFL preview, college football preview, UFC preview, all in your feed right now. We work for you. Because you've got your marching orders. Let's take all of these tickets straight to the pay window. For our entire team, Ameer, M Squared, AB, the Maestro, and of course the jeweler who puts it all together here at the brand. I am the coach. This is the only show and platform you even need. Be a part of us at the Early Edge. Good luck.